He didn't want to hear anything. He was so mad to even pay the remaining hospital bill. That's the bill for where I gave birth was a problem. I begged him. I said, first pay the bills. Even if you want to crucify me, help me to pay the bills. Please. He was so angry. Because of that, he said, I'm going to pay half. You can sort yourself. Me, I didn't have much with me. He gave me little to pay. And I'm still owing that nurse woman till today. I'm not finished paying her money.
You do something else. In that pulpit that you're standing there, convincing people, all those people that are following you around. Juliet, your video will come back in this social media. You are standing, you and the OJ is behind everything. Telling Chris Okafor not to do anything for my sister. Oh, Juliet, let me tell you one thing. If you don't know, take your video, your naked video where you do rubbish with a pastor in training, it's with me. I will post it. I will do it. This man now that used to Okafor in-law, the same you that came to my sister and told her that, I know everything that Chris Okafor did to you. Don't worry, that man is wicked, that God will expose him. That's what you told my sister. I was surprised that you that said that. See, allow your daughter to marry Chris Okafor. Shame on you. Shame on you. God will judge every one of you that will open mouth in that great nation to speak evil of my sister. I left that church. After that DNA, that was when I left that church. I said, no, I can't be here. This is not where I'm supposed to be. This man has passed his boundary. He's not a man of God. He's not a man of God at all.
My ears are full, my eyes have seen, my mouth cannot talk about. Does it feel like I'm bringing you to church? Well, what you're about to experience in some few minutes will shock you to blow your mind. As you know, we've been going back to back on certain persons. They are self-acclaimed, or let's say they are men before God. We are talking about randy men who oftentimes will quote, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. So one of the women that came forward is Ebere. She said, Chris Okafor, I was a chorister in your church. You prophesied to me in the full glare of the public. And you whispered to me, these things, they do it. They will tell you something in your ears. People will think they are telling you something private. But to our amazement, she said, Chris Okafor said, hey, babe, what are you thinking about me? And she's like, thinking about you. Come on, see me after service. This is someone that Chris Okafor could have spoken to after church. But he chose to speak to this lady right in the full glare of the public. To what end? Well, I want you guys to stay with me on this roller coaster. I mean, for the first time ever, Ebere decided to tell us the nitty-gritty, the full detail of what transpired between herself and prophet, the generational prophet, Dr. Chris Okafor, not a medical doctor, a doctor regardless. He said he has turned a new leaf. He said, behold, I present to you a new man, a new pastor, a new prophet. All things are passed away. He said, I will not just confess, not just kneel in front of the church, I will also seek for means of restituting all that I have done wrong. Now, is Chris Okafor referring to his family, the established one that we know, that he's going to restitute? Is that what he means? Or he's talking about the women out there that he has put in the family way? I know it can be very difficult. DNA is the answer to everything. But when DNA is now being handled by the man through his own channel, then it becomes a huge, big problem. Particularly if you're a woman that do not have the finance, neither do you have backup. it will be a whole lot of mess. It is so sad. One cannot but shed tears when you listen to this story. I want you guys to stay with me as we proceed on this journey. Like and share, tap on the subscribe button.
My story with Pastor Chris Okafor.
So what's your story with Pastor Chris Okafor?
It all began years back, 2015.
Okay.
I used to be a member of his church
Okay.
before now. So
Okay.
one day during the prophetic service, he called me and said he wants to prophesy to me. He was giving me prophecy. Obviously, as a concerned daughter, he was talking to me about my mother. I paid attention because I was just innocent and going to church. I didn't have anything about him in mind. I was never hungry or thirsty of or ever desiring of him. No, I was just a girl attending the church.
Okay.
And that fateful day, he called me and said he wants to, and he was giving me prophecy because it was in the service day. And there he was giving me prophecy about my mom. Then along the line, he took off the mic from his mouth and whispered to my ear that, what am I thinking about him? I said, thinking. I was confused, but he didn't let me answer to that question because it's weird. It's weird to say that kind of a thing in that scenario. So
This was in church. Let me understand. He asked you this in church.
In a church service, yes. While he was giving me the prophecy, he now went and told him that I said he should bring me. I couldn't see him that very day, but there was an envelope given to me, and that envelope contained money. So I was like, what is it for? He said that he said I should give you. I said, okay. But he said I should see him. He said, don't just take it. So you should go that he will send for me. I said, okay, fine. I left. We never spoke again. We never said anything again in that year. Not until 25th of December 2015.
Okay.
I was at home making meal. Then there is this guy, then his name is Pastor David now, but his name then used to be Bashiru Igbano. I once had a relationship with him that was almost leading to marriage, but something happened. It didn't work out. So we went separate ways. So he was the one that called me that 25th Christmas 2015 and said that where am I? And I told him I'm home. So he said I should get to the church that Daddy then that I used to call him, that's Pastor Chris, that should come. I said, but what happened? No, Paul is well. He said, yes, but I should go to the church and meet up with Pastor Sylvester. So I went there. I got ready and I went there because he was hurrying me up. So I got ready and I went there. I went to the church. I met with Pastor Sylvester. Then he said I should get into his car. He drove me down to his house. That's Pastor Chris's house. And he wasn't around because that was the Christmas day. He wasn't home. But we had to wait. So we had to wait for him. He waited with me for a while and said I should sit down and wait for him to come. So I waited and eventually he came. And when he came, he asked me to come in. And when I came inside, I knelt down because I didn't know the purpose of me coming there and what for. When I came in, he asked me that, what am I doing? I said, I work. Where do I work? I told him.
So he said that the person I'm working for is diabolic, that he's an occultic man, that I should stop working for this person. I should stop working for this person. I said, why? He said, because he's occultic. Obviously, he's a spiritual father then now, and I had to believe him. So he said he was going to be paying me salary. Then he asked about relationship. Do I have any relationship with church? I told him no. This is the past one, and that was it. He was like, okay, that he wants us to have a relationship. That was when I asked him, relationship, what about your wife? You are married. What about her? And besides, that very day, when I got everywhere was empty, it was literally the only one at home. He said, I should forget about her. That was the way he put it. I said, no, what about your wife? Because you're married. That was when he told me that they are no longer together, that they are separated. In fact, divorced, that was what he said. I said, okay. And that day, we left the first floor and we went to the second parlor upstairs. On getting there, he offered me a seat. I sat down. Then later, we went into his room. I got into his room. He got out 50,000 naira and 2 apples and gave to me. Gave me 2 red apples and told me to remember to stop my work, my job. I said, okay, fine, I've heard you. So I left that day. I go home. Obviously, that was the beginning of something I felt was a relationship that has put me out in the world today. Now this thing started going because he said he wanted to be discreet. I felt it was joking. He was joking. I didn't want, like, what would this kind of a person be looking for? There is no ulterior motive to it and all that. I was scared until he told me that he was coming to marry me, that it was for him to marry me. That I don't have to be concerned about my marriage, that is what he's coming for. Naive me, I said, okay, fine, no problem. Now this situation kept on going and I took in at first. On taking in, I told him, I said, I'm pregnant. He told me, said, okay, no problem, that I should keep it. I said, if that's what it is, no problem. Only for him to come back or 2-3 days later and said that, though I was actually calling him to know what is his next plan, since he said I should keep it, because I know pregnancy is not something that would take time before it starts showing. So if you say I should keep it, so what is your plan? So he felt I was being too demanding or asking for too much. He now called me and said I should get rid of it. I said I should abort. He said yes. I said, but I thought you said you want to marry me. He said, because he's not ready and I'm asking too much and I'm worried about it. If I cannot wait, then I can remove it. It was a very tough decision. A very tough one at that. Then he gave me money to remove it. I went through it all by myself without involving any of my family member. Obviously, I don't want to get pregnant or carry pregnancy for a man that I would not want to accept me and my child.
Yeah.
So I did. I made that sacrifice. I did. Thinking that would be the only one. He came and cajoled me again. Talk. Okay, sorry, it will not happen again, this and that. Now he stopped me from talking to anybody. Stopped anyone from coming close to me. Even didn't want me to tell my family. Didn't want me to tell my siblings. chased all female friends away from me, just wanted me isolated. I felt okay, that's what you want. One can actually make one or two sacrifices for their relationship.
We will be listening to more. I know there are questions on your mind as a person.
Again,
Even
when Cole
if
continued,
she is still like a younger
and
lady
I
at
took
that
him for the
time,
second
probably
time.
in her 20s. Yeah, let's
Taking
say
him for
you
the
did the
second
first
time, I
one,
told him
I will marry you.
that I'm
You did the
pregnant.
second one, I will marry you. She said she did the third one, I will marry you. The
Please, no
fourth
one
one,
should
I
blame
will
me
marry you.
because
Now, let
this
us
is
be
the kind of a
sincere. These
person
things
that
happen between
he
boyfriend and
never does
girlfriend.
anything with,
But
not
most
even
of the
with any
times when
woman
this
with
happens,
protection.
it is either the boy is not financially capable, right? Isn't it? The boy is not financially capable. I call him a boy now. You see, he's not yet a man. He's not financially capable. And sometimes he's a married man. And you need funds from this person to sort out yourself, maybe in school and maybe your parents. And that's why you're sacrificing your body for this. But in this situation, she is not rich. Yes, she's a young girl. But what exactly is it? Because the question that some people ask is, it will come to church to preach. What are you people preaching? What are you singing as a choir? Is it that you never got that thing troubling you inside of you that something is wrong here, regardless of your age? Let's listen to what she has to say.
I was naive and I believed in him because I felt he had a good plan for me. But unfortunately, this is the obvious plan he has for me.
Okay, so continue. So
So
you
when I
guys,
took him
yeah, you took in a second time for him.
and I told him, I said, I'm pregnant again. I know he always comes up with this excuse of I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. That was how we had to take that out too. I got to a point I said I want to quit the relationship. It's better for us to go separate ways so that I don't die at this process. Because it's a lot. Somehow he will still convince me. He will still
Go on.
convince me one way or the other. And I will listen. Because if felt like in this situation, I think I'm the only one paddling this canoe of relationship, but he was there for the ulterior motive to molest, to do me a lot of things that he feels he can under the pretense of I will marry you. I'm not ready, just hold on. He kept on going to the fourth one. I think that is the one Auntie Doris sent to you when I told him that I'm pregnant for the fourth time. So what does he want to do? Mind you, all these things I was going through it all alone without telling my family members because I was trying to protect. I was trying to not let them see him in that light as someone who can actually tell me to do that. I was just trying to be, because in my heart of heart, I was just following him innocently.
Let me understand. You took him for him 3 times, and you had to abort 3 times,
Until it got to the fourth one.
and then you took him for him the fourth time.
Yeah,
Okay. And the
he
video,
absolutely.
the thing that was sent to me, I don't know which one it is now. So
That's
what
the
I'm
fourth
going to
one.
do is
That was the fourth one.
the first one, eh? So
The fourth one, fourth one.
the fourth one. Okay, so I'm gonna try to play this one. I'm gonna try to play it so that we can all hear. And then when I play it, you tell me what is going on there. So let me see if I can.
I think it's better I talk to you here because the possibility of me seeing you that might not come anytime soon. I think I've come to the point, time of every year, where I receive a particular punishment. I think I've come to that point again. Why do I call it punishment? Is because I go through the same thing over and over again. Yet we don't look for a way to stop it. No effort has been made. Even when I made efforts, he still did not follow it up. Last time we saw, we had the fracas that we had at that Sheraton. Every day was not a my safe period. But because I couldn't leave that place on time.
When I took in for the fourth time, that's the voice note. I tried
Yeah.
seeing him. I tried talking to him. I wanted to see him face to face, but he seemed like he was busy. I had to make him the voice note that it has happened again. I can't help myself. It's not my fault that
But
but it
you're
has happened
pregnant.
again. So
Yeah.
what do I do? Due to his the way he was, I had to record it. Then, but my phone, the phone I recorded his voice on. It's actually bad now. That was when I shift to this particular phone where we had the conversation. That phone is bad. I had to record him to hear him because he was sounding so callously, like just get it done, just take it out. It got to a point I said, I think I forwarded the chat to Auntie Doris. I said I wasn't gonna do it. But at the same time, if I don't, like he will always say that I'm pinning pregnancy. I want to pin pregnancy on him. If I don't, it might seem that way. And I said I should send my details. He was like, he's going to follow me. I said, okay, fine, let's go. I should send my details. I sent him my details. That's true call conversation. I sent it to him. And he sent the money to go carry out the photo. There was a graphics where I forwarded to him. I said, see, because I was bleeding. In one of the abortions that I had before the fourth one, I went to see him in a pool of blood. He actually made his way with me and still slept with me in that blood.
Which one was this now?
This is the second one. And I went to one of his house at Unilag Estate.
Okay, after you did the abortion, you went to show him that this is
Like
me.
I went, I have been bleeding for some days. He asked that
Okay.
I call. And
Okay.
after the section, after the DNC thing, and I went to see him,
Yeah.
which I didn't even know that I was going to have anything. I wasn't in pain, but I was bleeding.
And you guys still
I
slept
tried to
together.
explain it to him. He actually forced his way in.
It's okay. So fast forward to after the fourth abortion.
After the fourth abortion,
Yeah.
I got fed up of the whole thing. I
Mm.
got tired of the whole thing. I
Mm.
was really mad and I wasn't going to continue like this anymore.
Mm.
It's obvious he didn't have any interest on settling down with me. And this is not what I bargained for.
Mm.
I think I have the voice now, but I've not forwarded it to Auntie Doris. But this is a plot to kill me. He and his friend then, Tonyoko, because one of the abortions his friend brought address of doctor where I went to do the ancestral and
Who is
brother.
Tony Ogu? Who is Tony Ogu?
He's a pastor too, he's his friend. He was the one, like, he's a bosom friend to him that knows everything about our relationship.
And this Tony Ogu
You
still has a
know,
is still pastoring now.
yes, the Sovereign Word Church.
Sovereign World Church. Tony Ogu. Okay. Continue.
Tony Oko, and Tony
Okay,
Oko.
Oko.
That's
Tony
his
Oko.
name.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sovereign Word Church, yeah. So I got tired. In fact, in one of the voice notes, I was literally laying curses on the two of them that they are wicked. They want to kill me.
Mm.
Their motive is to kill me. I decided to quit that relationship then. I told him to go. That this is too much for me. That was when he now came up that he wants to do introduction. He wants us to start the marriage plan. After I decided to stay away from him, I said, okay, fine. Maybe it was a compensation just to get me going again. I believed him. I said, okay, fine, if you want to do, no problem. We continued. Then during the time we wanted to do the introduction, something happened. I met someone at the bank and we exchanged contact. And this person happens to be a church member, one of his top members by the name Ima. I met him at the bank. Because of the nature of my kind of business, I was like, okay, when he asked for my contact, I wasn't thinking of anything because even when the man came to me and was telling me what he wanted, I practically told him that I'm not interested. In fact, that I'm getting married according to what Pastor Chris said we are going to do, which was the marriage thing. So I shunned it off. But because I know he's one person that is part of his decision making team, and I don't want him to get to find out that this person has my number. So I had to open up to him. I said, see who I met. Oh, this is what transpired. He got angry and took it as an excuse to cancel that marriage plan.
Well, I am very sure that you presently are drawing your own opinion and possibly conclusion from what you have heard. And in between, I want you to consider the age of this lady as a then. As a then. I'm kind of thinking she will be in those years in the range of 20 something, thereabout. Now, I'm not saying a 25-year-old or a 23-year-old is not intelligent, but it depends on your exposure and what you are being exposed to at that time. If you're exposed to a powerful person, known person like Prophet Chris Okafor, I mean, the guy is charismatic, tall, albino like, but fair. Let's put it that way. But you know what I mean? The guy is just there. And this lady has said some things that happens in many relationships. So we cannot say she's stupid. I mean, it takes you to be stupid to do these kind of things. But these things happen in relationship. In fact, many of you listening to me, you must have gone through the journey too. Many listening, where you've done some things with your then boyfriend because you love him or you are hoping that some great things are going to happen. Now, we'll be listening to the sister of Ebere. What does she have to say about this matter? What does she have to say?
I am a very elder sister,
Okay.
and among our siblings, I'm the most person that is close to her.
Okay.
So everything concerning my sister and Christo Calf, I know everything. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing I don't know when the pregnancy was going on, when she was doing those abortion,
Yeah.
she did not relate that to me. But after everything, when Shawodi did the abortion, she told me, she called me and told me that I should see what she had been hiding from me. I shouted, I said, a man of God that always stand on the pulpit, condemns abortion, teaching us all those that is a sin, pregnate you. I told you to go and remove it. And this man in question, my family loved this man so much. When he have not even come for relationship with my sister, when my family sees him as a true man of God, that anytime this man is coming to Owerri for a program, my family is number one to be in that place because Christ Okafor is coming. My parents, when everything now happened, my parents was aware. Everybody tell them that Christ Okafor is coming for marriage. We are waiting. This marriage of a thing, nothing. For how many years? When she told me about that abortion, I still kept it. I did not let my family know about it. Because if my parents know about it, they will feel so bad. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
My family will feel so bad. My mother, my father will feel so bad when if you heard about that Christ Okafor, that the thing that is the true man of God, leave their daughter to do abortion. I was hiding it. One fateful day like that, I traveled. My father called me. My father is late now. Two of them are late. That man was crying. He said, what is this man doing with his daughter? That this man said that he wants to come and marry for over how many years? And this thing is that since my sister had been in this relationship with this man, any other man is not sense my sister face. My sister does not welcome anybody. Any other man reject her. People had been coming, asking in her hand in marriage, but she will refuse because of she's in relationship with Chris Okafor. My father called me. I was still defending. I was still hiding for that man not to know what that, because the way they believed in that man, the way they see that man as a second God, I didn't let it that abortion to them. I kept it. My father was still telling me that it's something I'm not telling him. He was crying. He was crying that it's paining him. My sister is very, very beautiful. And the men that are coming for her in marriage, it's not pinkolo men. Men that want it. But because of this man, this Okafor, that call himself a man of God, he stopped all those things not to happen. If anyone comes, Chris Okafor will try wanting to tell my sister. And my sister is very, very naive because he loves Chris Okafor. Any little thing, anybody, anything, he will take related to Chris Okafor. After everything, my father died. That man died in pain. 2 days sickness. The man just died. He was not happy. He was not happy. I am an usher in that church. My aunties that brought us to that church, we have been in that church in 2007. My aunties, all my brother, they left. It was only me and my sister that remained staying in that church. She's in the choir, I'm in the usher. This man will stand in the pulpit, knowing that we are there. He will stand there and say, since I left my wife, if there is any woman in this church that have ever had anything to do with, let the person come out. I was like, what is this man saying? What is he saying? When we are there, and you know that we know, I know everything, my sister knows everything, my family knows everything that is happening. When she now got this pregnancy, because she refused to remove it, she refused to remove that pregnancy. When Chris Okafor was persuading her to remove it, she refused to remove it. The pressure was too much on her. What I have to do, I told her to give me the number, because that Chris Okafor friend, Tony Oko, is another wicked human being.
Hold on.
Yes, he's the person.
Oh, he's
Yes,
the
that is
person.
Tony Oko.
That's
He
Tony
Yes,
Oko.
talks
this
to
is
me
Tony Oko.
sarcastically.
Tony Oko.
He talks to me anyhow. Talks
He
to me
talks.
like I'm not human.
He talks to
So
you
when I came
anyhow.
to Auntie Doris,
Sir?
it's because of our interview. I came to Auntie Doris. Auntie Doris was like, I should calm down. That she wants to mediate over my case first. That my case is not like her own. He asked me for his friend number and I gave her.
When I gave her the number, she called him. On calling him, he said that Tudor to send me away. He called 4 times to mediate on my behalf. Even when Chris Okafor knelt on the altar and said, any lady. So she was like, okay, since he said any lady, let's still mediate and see. This man was still adamant, telling her to send me away. She shouldn't let me speak. And I shouldn't speak. She should send me away. He is the Tonyoko we are talking about.
Well, I have to jump in here. I really have to jump in here. So, the elder sister of Ebere finally got to know about this atrocity committed between both of them, because now she is adding 1 year on her age every time she does these things. And she eventually told sister, look, sister, this is what I've been doing. I think by the time she told her sister, she's about 4 times gone on that thing that she's doing, evacuating on behalf of the man that claimed he was going to marry. But, I mean, another pregnancy surfaced. She said until our parents passed away, they still believe in Chris Okafor's call and anointing. I did not want to break it down to them that this guy is into atrocity. So is she not an enabler? This sister talking, an enabler. She didn't say, Dad, I mean, your sister said 4 has gone out of me. And this guy is saying he wants to marry me. Maybe she looked at the family and she's like, if we tell my dad and my mom, they can't do anything. These are poor old people. They can't force Chris Okafor to do anything. He has money. What if he comes and buy them inside of the house? Maybe she had thought about that. Anyway, one of the PA, or let's say guy, the right-hand man of Chris Okafor is the man that you saw just now. Chris Okafor will often brag in church at times that there is a certain person. That person will unalive anybody on behalf of him before he asks, what did this person do? He is talking about the level of trust, loyalty. He said this in church when a certain pastor of his walked away and formed his own ministry. Chris didn't like it. Well, let us listen more to the sister of Ebere.
The pressure was too much on her. The local was pressurizing, was pressurizing her to abort that baby. I now told her to send me Tonyoko's number. And I sent Tonyoko's to that useless Tonyoko, that useless man message. And I told that man that you think you people, you and your friend, people come for think that I don't know what is happening. You call yourself a man of God, and you are telling a lady to go through abortion. And I told him that if anything will happen to my sister, that the whole world will hear my voice. That was when that abortion of the thing now came. He told his friend, Tonyoko told his friend, because what his friend displayed in the church, what he displayed in the church, I sent the message that was on that day on Saturday. On Sunday, where he used to pass, as usher, we are blocking people not to touch him. After preaching, he now came to the place I was standing with my kids. He started playing with my kids. I knew that the message I sent to his friend, he knows about it. The friend I let him know. After everything, I touched, I left. When I now got home, I saw the message, sent me a chat. I should go and meet the resident pastor, Pastor Sylvester, to bring me to his office. I said, sir, before I replied to him, I called my elder brother. I told him, look at the message this man sent to me. He said I should reply to him that I'm not longer in the church. I replied that I'm not in the church. He now said, okay. This pregnancy, he did not want that baby at all and my sister to live. This man have tried several ways. I that abortion did not take place again. He was looking for any way or the other to make sure that he terminate this my sister and that pregnancy, the baby in the womb. When this pregnancy was going on, my sister registered. I said, giving him money to register. I don't know the kind of demonic hospital that he said he should go and register. I was watching my sister. This spell that he's casting on people, all those his members, I don't blame most of them because it's a spell. He's casting them, they're under bondage. When the thing left me on time, but my sister did not left her out on time. He left me on time. My eyes now open that this man is not a man of God. I called my sister. I said, listen to me. This your pregnancy is getting to 9 months and your pregnancy is still standing. He said that the doctor said that, and the hospital that is registered, it was this Pastor Chris that told her to register there. I said, nine. He said the doctor said that the pregnancy it does not mean. And when she gave birth, her tummy would still stand. I said, who does that? It's a lie. I've not heard that one before. As a woman that is pregnant about to deliver, your pregnancy have to come down to show that yes, we are about to deliver. I told her, I said, my brother, can you listen to me? I want to tell you something. There is a woman I know. My sister is attending to that. This woman is the prophetess. Can I bring this woman close to you? Let this woman say if there's anything, let the woman tell her, help you out in this pregnancy. The condition I'm seeing you that the condition is very, very bad. Thank God she accepted. Now bring that woman. The woman came. It is not that woman, and God that used that woman. My sister could have died with that pregnancy. She could have died. The woman told her that they have already signed operation, and that operation, the son if she did that operation, she and her daughter will not live. And that is why this man now to the doctor told her to go inside the hospital. He delivered this baby in the church.
Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing? That when the 5th pregnancy came in, Chris Okafor, as usual, wanted her to unalive the baby. Chris Okafor does not operate alone. He has trusted PAs. They call themselves pastors too. He has trusted guys around him that do his washing and resetting, his image laundering. These are the people that contact these women. So they made sure that Chris Okafor cannot stop them from keeping the baby. He had no option. He listened, but he brought up another strategy according to them. Now, the problem the family is having is this Iberi. I won't lie to you. When I say I won't lie to you, believe me that I'm not lying to you. Don't think Chris Okafor is a fake prophet. He's not a fake prophet. Don't run. Let me break it down to you. We have fake prophet. We have false prophet. A false prophet is the kind and type that gets spiritual backup from disobedient spirits. Now, a true prophet can become a false prophet 2 ways. One, a true prophet can operate with the spirit of falsehood. That's the truth of it. But a fake prophet is deaf and dumb. They only manipulate. Chris Okafor is not a fake prophet. He might have involved himself in falsehood, and that puts him in that space of false prophet. What am I trying to say in essence? Don't think Chris Okafor is spiritually powerless. He is not spiritually powerless. He has spiritual backing. The level of it, the strength of it, is what I don't know. Chris Okafor, one way or the other, has access to the spiritual realm. He can foretell. He can do what I call gazing into your life for real. Maybe it's not always accurate, but don't think he is not. What am I still saying in essence? Could it be that there is a spiritual manipulation in play? Or it is just this stupidity of some of these women? And women can be difficult to deal with. You know, women, majority want to marry that rich man. They don't know how he got his money. Their own is that they are not going to suffer. Just like Regina Daniels. He said it's better to be crying in a Lamborghini than to cry in one thing. They don't care how you got your money. They don't want to know. They don't care. They just want to enjoy. Let us hear more. Your ears are about to be full. You've not heard anything.
Was 3 months gone because he wasn't supportive of the pregnancy. He fought. Sometimes he blocked me. He didn't care about how I'm going to survive, I'm going to feed or nothing. I didn't register for antenatal till like 5 months. down because he refused doing all that for me. So when he came for 3 months, he said he wanted us to make out. I said, I don't want it because I don't want anything to happen to my baby.
He wanted to
He's
sleep with you when you were pregnant with
three
the
months,
baby at 3
3
months.
months. Yes.
Okay.
He insisted. He insisted that he wanted to. I didn't want to give in, but he kept on due to his insistence. I said, okay, no problem. Just come. So that day he came to my house. I came out from the balcony. He said I should make a video of the compound to see. I think I have that video on my phone too. I have it where he said I should check. So I went outside. I made a video of the compound. Everywhere was deserted. He said, okay, no problem. So he came in that day and we made out
Why did he tell you to make a video of the compound?
to know if there's anybody around because he came by himself. He came to the house where I live.
Okay.
It's a compound where people stay as well. It's not a safe compound.
Okay.
So he wanted me to know wanted to know how the place is, if it's okay for him to come. That was why. So when
Oh,
he came, we eventually made out. Then my pregnancy proceeded. He gave me some funds to go buy. I think I brought the list of what to buy for children things. And I gave him the list. That thing cost a lot. But he only gave me 100,000. I was like, but this is small compared to what I want to buy. He told me off the little money he gave to me and bought what I could buy. So I made the video and I came back, I showed and says, this is what I was able to get for the child. So we are now coming to what my sister said. I was already 9 months, like I have done my 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. Yet there was no sign of labor, nothing whatsoever. So she kept on being worried about it. She was like, your tummy is supposed to have been like positioned to put to bed. Normally in 9 months, a woman's tummy comes down. So when I went for antenatal that day, I told my doctor, I said, why is my tummy not coming down? It's still up this way. Why? He said it's normal. That maybe because I'm a flat tummy kind of person, that means when I have my child, there's a possibility that I will not have a pot belly. That could be the reason. But everything is fine. I said, okay. My sister got worried. I was like, she wants to talk to somebody that she knows, a woman of God. I said, okay, fine. Let the person come if you feel that there is a need for it. Because I wasn't seeing any signs. So I agreed. The person came. There's Chimoya. So she came and prayed for me. She was the one that opened my eyes to a lot of things because I was still naive at this moment. Made me understand things that was going on. So that day she was like that. She prayed and left. But within me that day, I had this conviction not to stay in that house. So I called her. I said, I don't know why, but I feel like not staying in this house. She said yes, that truly she wanted to tell me, but she doesn't know how she was going to say it if I would, because she's just meeting me for the first time. She doesn't know me. That truly, truly, she doesn't want me to go to give birth in that hospital. That this is operation booked for me. And when I went for antenatal, my doctor actually said it. My doctor then, Dr. Sani, he said it that if I'm not dilating, if I'm not no signs of labor, that is going to go through CS. Which I came and I told Pastor Chris, I said, this is what the doctors are saying. What do you think? He was like, I should go close to my doctor. That I should leave him alone. He's busy with his own things. I should not get him involved. I should go close to my doctor. I said, okay, no problem. I carried that pregnancy 44 weeks altogether. And eventually, I gave birth in church. When I gave birth, I took the picture of my child. I sent it to him. He only said, congratulations. I took the picture, I posted it in my choir platform. Because when I took him, I said, how am I going to carry this child? Before then, we actually scheduled another introduction, which he did in April. So, but we didn't go, it was virtual. Now for the traditional rites.
Hold on. he arranged an introduction with your family, and he did
Yes,
it virtually.
virtually, yes.
Okay, so so according to the Igbo tradition, now we can say that he actually did the traditional introduction, and your people accepted.
Yes.
Okay.
So he did that introduction, though we didn't go, so because it's virtual. So when I took it, I asked him, I said, how do you want me to carry this child? Because I'm not going to abort it. No matter what you insist, I will not abort it. And because of that introduction, I already told my mom that I'm pregnant. He said, why did I tell my mother? Why did I tell my mother? Is she the one that got me pregnant? This one. I said, I can't do anything to this child. It's not possible. Because if I go ahead and do it, it's going to put you on the bad light in the side of my mom. And you know my mother respects you a lot. So I can't. After insisting, blocking me and refusing to talk, that was when he now came back that 3 months and we made out. Then after making out, he said that we need to, for me to be able to carry it, then I arranged a young man for me and the man to snap picture so that it look like I am pregnant and married to another person and not him.
Mm.
Honestly speaking, I accepted because anything for me to not have that abortion, anything for me not to go through that D&C anymore. That was what I did. I said, okay, fine, no problem. It was Pastor Oko, Tony Oko, that brought the guy. The guy is from his church. They gave the guy an excuse of my husband, paper, travel, he needs, and then they need it, marriage, whatever in the court and all that. That was the excuse they gave him, and they paid him 200,000 to take that picture with me at the court. So that was what I sent to my choir platform that I'm married to enable me carry my child
Wow.
so that I don't have to go through another abortion. I was so mad. I was just on my own. 3 days after I gave birth, I came back home. I just got a call from the same Pastor Oko. He was on the other phone. He said that she just called me after I picked, out of excitement. I thought she wanted to say congratulations to me. I picked up the call only for me to hear, listen. That was what he said. I should listen. I listened. And it was another woman on the other side of the phone. I don't know who she was till today. Oh, lady, if you're seeing me on your screen, if I eventually appear to you, that day Pastor Chris told you that it was a lie. When you asked a question that I heard a lady gave birth for you, her name is a baby boy. Is it true? And he told you it was a lie. This is the baby telling you that it was true. I heard your voice when he was denying me. But the pains of delivery, because I've not even fully recovered, couldn't let me talk. Hearing him deny me and my child. So it is true. So if you come across this video, this is me. This is the child in question, King. 3 days in between, I was asking him. I said, how are we going to do? He was so mad at me. Why did I share the picture? Why did I share that picture? Why did I show it? He didn't want to listen to me at all. That became another set of doom. I couldn't complete it because I didn't have much. I didn't have. That was how I was able to. I just forwarded the money I had to that woman because she understood, because she knew my story too. She understood and said, okay, fine. She also tried to see if she can solicit, like, help me, but it was beyond her, so she left me. Sometimes she reaches out. After all, she was the one that helped me deliver my child. I started asking him, I said, we are 3 days. Naming ceremony is in 7 days. So what do I do? This man did not answer me. He didn't care to know. I asked and asked. He didn't want to concern himself with that information. I did everything all by myself. But when he learned that I was about doing the naming ceremony in that house, because that house is his house, he was mad. I shouldn't do that
Hold on,
naming
hold on,
ceremony.
hold on, please. Is it the house where he told you to make a video of? Is that the one that you say is his house?
Yes, because that house is his house. It's one of
Okay,
his houses.
so he put you in one of his houses. Okay, go
Yes.
ahead. We're gonna do
So
naming ceremony in that house.
in that house, yes, he
Okay.
said I shouldn't try it. At the last minute, when people were already in the church, praise team members, your pastor said I was lying. So says as many of you that came for my naming ceremony. Remember, Mr. Justin. Remember, I called you at the last minute. I said the venue has been changed. That was because there was serious argument. He didn't want me to do it. He forced me to go and do it elsewhere. I also obeyed. I went elsewhere. Just arranged a very small place. After all, it's a naming. I named my child. Give me name. He refused to give me. Just because I posted this picture out there. Because I posted that child's picture. That was the excuses he was giving to me. I'm trying to destroy him. I am devil sent from the pit of hell. I am this. I am that. And I named my child myself. And I called him King Okafor. Because obviously his name is King Okafor. He became mad and said, why would you give him my name? He was abusing me, insulting me. And chose not to speak to me and my child again. He went to church and was preaching to them. He used the video as a case study. He said, if any woman comes to tell you that she's pregnant for you, hate her and hate the child. That is a tactic for them to extort money. He made that teaching. Of late, I saw that teaching again circulating. If his members can see this video, they will remember that very day he said it. It was all about me. He tried talking me down. In one of the services, my sibling was like, they want to come out and speak. I said, don't. This person you're talking about is bigger. When I heard him stood on the altar, he said, this is people that he can erase within a blink of an eye. I told my elder brother, I said, don't go. Let's stop. Let's just leave him. Maybe with time he will take care of the child. My siblings tried. I wouldn't lie. They tried to come in. But out of fear of the things he can do, because this same person has boasted of powers to me. Has boasted of powers. And unknown to me that at a point he asked about kidnappers to come and kidnap me, which I didn't know. I had no idea.
How did you get to know that he asked for kidnappers to come and kidnap you?
It was when him and Auntie Doris' case came out, and Auntie Doris granted the interview at Parara Mock News.
Okay.
That was when I heard it. I was scared. My fear doubled because he wasn't with us, and I know I've heard the kind of things he can do. And then when I was living in that house, there were so much moves, scary movements, scary things. So I had to be careful. But when I heard that there was an attempt to even take me, and which they brought a letter to me from Citizen Mediation Center, I still have the copy of that letter. I snapped it and I showed it to him. When I saw that letter, I told the lawyer, I said, this is the letter I got. What does this mean? Barrister Omo was the one that told me. He said I should be careful that these people can do anything to keep their secret. When he took my case and wrote to him, I told him, I said, write to him. If there is any attempt to kill me, which I didn't even know there was an attempt, because some guys were coming, which the security guy confirmed to me, Samuel was the security guy in that compound.
Mm-hmm.
One person came one day with my picture and he said, this is my madam's picture. What are you doing? He said the person didn't say anything. The person said you should leave him, let him do what he's asked to do. So who gave you my picture? Because I don't know you. I don't know who you are. When I spoke to the lawyer was like, I should not go. That if the letter comes again, then I will know that it's truly from them. If I don't go the third time, that they will come for me themselves. And that letter never came. So where was that letter coming from? Who wrote it? If I had not listened to my lawyer, I would have walked into my own death with my child by myself, because I don't know who brought the letter. And there was never any call because I didn't leave that house immediately. Everybody in that place left. He evicted everybody just because he wanted me to leave that house. Until I heard that Auntie Doris said there was an attempt to kill me in the first place. My fear doubled. I had to write her. Someone queried and I wrote her. I said, I'm the lady you spoke about in your interview. And she said, did you eventually have that child? I said, yes. A boy? I said, yes. It was like, I need to get you to safety first. And before God of man, that very day she called me that when she said it, I said, get me to safety. I don't even have money. I went to eat my Xmas food, literally my sister's place. Because I didn't have money. The last money I had with me, someone sent it to me that day because I begged for it. That was when she now sent me 100,000. I said I should leave that place immediately. I called my elder sister. I said, come and meet me. We are going somewhere. We have written Auntie Doris said I should come. That was how I came to meet Auntie Doris. And since then, I've been living in fear. She has really tried protecting me and my child. I've been so scared. I can't even go out. A lot of threats to life. I can't even come outside because I don't know what's going to happen to me. I'm so scared. Scared for my son and I. No, we've been trying to mediate. He's not budging. I called for a DNA. He's not answering. I don't know what is in his mind. I am afraid. Not one sniff life out of my child and I. Just because I want him to come and take his responsibility. Take care of this child. It's too much for me.
This man is my important. This DNA. Don't be happy about it. She was angry with me, but I didn't blame her because she was happy that the thing is going to consult. But maybe after everything, the thing I said happened. You manipulated that DNA. You did, and you called yourself a man of God. You stand in the pulpit and you preach something else. You do something else. You do something else in that pulpit that you're standing there, confusing people. All those people that are following you around. Juliet, your video will come back in this social media. You are standing, you and the OJ is behind everything. Telling kids Okafor not to do anything for my sister. Oh, Juliet, let me tell you one thing. If you don't know, your video, your naked video where you do rubbish with a pastor in training, it's with me. I will post it. I will do it. This man now that is Okafor in-law, the same you that came to my sister and told her that, I know everything that Okafor did to you. Don't worry, that man is wicked. That God will expose him. That's what you told my sister. I was surprised that you that said that. See, allow your daughter to marry Okafor. Shame on you. Shame on you. God will judge every one of you that will open mouth in that great nation to speak evil of my sister. I left that church after that DNA. That was when I left that church. I said, no, I can't be here. This is not where I'm supposed to be. This man has passed his boundary. He's not a man of God. He's not a man of God at all. You take this young girl, someone's child. I know you don't want your own children. You don't want to come from someone's child. You don't want your own. But if you don't value people, you value ourselves. You have said a lot of things which my family to tell me. The way you abuse my family, that we are wretched. This Okafor, you may not have money, but I tell you one thing. Me, as I hear her elder sister, I will go to an extent to fight you, to tell that yes, what you did to my sister. Because of you, my parents just died. Because of you. Because the pains you did to my sister. What you did to my sister. My parents were so angry. They cried to what you do to their daughter. Every one of us was married. People were coming for her in marriage. Please talk about you refuse. You talk about remember that you locked my sister for 2 days in the room. You collected her phone. You know why you did that. You know what you did after collecting that phone from her. You know what you did. I am not going to plead you. I am not pleading for you. I am not pleading for you to come and tell me. But what I'm telling you, this Okafor, God has started exposing you and you are going to end. What you do to my sister, you can never go God free. You and your gang, you cannot go out to what you do to my sister. I'm telling you, the spirit of my mother and my father is inside me, and they're working with me I don't have money, but they're inside me because they know that yes, they are angry on what you did with their daughter. Come out, Christo Catholic, come out. Don't think that you have money. Money is not everything, but God is there. And the spirit of my mother and my father, they are inside me. I am, like I said before, I am not afraid of you, Christo Catholic. I am not. And don't, that's another thing I want to read this. So there is a word I will say. Christo Catholic, you surprised that how did she hear this? I have a lie. See, is here. He's here. I'm not a very properly word with you. I am not. I am not. I have a lot to say. That's the one that we hit in social media. You yourself, you will on your body. How did she know about this? Don't joke with me. Oh, I thank God. I really appreciate this interview because I have been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. I'm not done yet. I am not done yet, Christo Catholic. I am not done yet. I'm still coming back. If I release that bomb, I will release it. I think it can feel. I just say, this thing not good. I know a lot. So if you if you think that maybe that I was worshiping in your church, you think I don't see or I don't know, I don't hear anything. A lot. I have it. It's with me. If I release it, bomb church down. I'm telling you, I'm speaking. Don't try me. Don't try me. A lot is a lot. Everybody, my family are not happy. All your mind is not to ruin my sister's life. Christo Catholic, walk again. Oga walk again. I'll give my all your group. Give my all your group. Oga walk. Never. I am not going to please you. Come out. Christo Catholic, I say, come out. Come out. And do the needful.
Now, I don't even know what to say. I don't know where to start from. Now, wow. She is obviously angry, upset. This is what family is all about. And this is the load, the yoke that comes on family. When you are advising that person, they refuse. But when hell break loose, you cannot escape it. People will still point fingers and say, that is the sister, that is the brother, that is the father, that is the mother, that is the cousin of that mad girl, that mad boy. But when you are advising, they will not listen. Obviously, family, and particularly this lady, already advised her younger sister, Ebere, leave Chris. Oh, Ebere said, no, I want to be Mommy Gio. I'm talking about Ebere that knows the ex-wife. That's the thing about women. Women are very wonderful creatures. And to all the women on this platform, I say big ups to you. Like, women are wonderful creatures. Women are wonderful creatures. They can be behind you, stay with you through thick and thin. And they can also manifest foolishness. Women can be very funny. Women can be extremely funny. Now, you are a member of a church. You're a member of a church. You're a chorister. You're a younger lady. And you know the Mommy Gio of that church. And pastor comes to you and say, I am no longer married to her anymore. We are divorced. And pastor is now kind of trying to come across you in a relationship. You did not go and do your homework to find out what made Mommy Gio and Daddy Gio part ways. No, it doesn't concern you. It could be that it didn't work. She's a cheat. Of course, we all know the story of how she said Chris Okafor lied and set her up with some kind of whatever. Now, you got into it. First pregnancy, I will marry you. Okay, let's say you are so stupid. Because if someone is established already financially and you get pregnant for that person and the person says you should abort, you should know already that the person is mad and you too, you are crazy to get rid of that kind of child. You cannot. So she took it away. She said she was naive. Your naivety is it has to be studied. All right, let's say you move to number 2, and this is a girl that will refuse to tell people about her doings. Not even her family know what she's doing. The second one also, you got rid of it. It didn't dawn on her. Is this a spell? Is it a spell, or she just wants to sit in that place called Mommy Gio? Okay, third one came into it. You did not, like your brain, the pain of this thing that you're doing did not come to you like, if this guy really wants to marry me, he won't tell me to do this. Then when it came to, you did the number 3, you came to him, he did it with you with the thing coming out of your body. It didn't occur to you that there is something, do you, okay, Ebere, are you saying that you want us to define wickedness to you before you realize that if this guy even marry you? That's the thing with women. Some women, unless we are talking about spell here, spell, manipulation, unless, and there are times that you might think it's a spell. Some women don't need to be under any spell. They themselves are not okay in their mind as a person. I mean, why would you want to marry such a man? Why are you so interested in marrying such a person? Oh, maybe he wants to compensate me. You're a stupid fellow to have thought about that. Stupid lady. Why will you marry a man? As in, I don't understand this thing about marriage sometimes. You want to marry a man that you went to do a procedure and you came in and he wants to knock you. It means that such a man, if you give birth to a baby today, the next day, that is if you guys are married, the next day wants to knock you. That is what it is. The next day, he wants to knock you. The next day, he wants to knock you. How then do you think you'll be comfortable with such a person? Or you just don't care? It doesn't matter to you. Your own is that you are married to him. You don't care about how comfortable you are with him, the fellowship and all of that. For you, it doesn't matter. It didn't occur to you like, this guy that will knock me like this, with this condition that I am in. What a mess. Anyway, he did what he did and he kicked you out again. And then when he realized that it's like you're about to regain your senses, he said, hey, I want to do introduction. He gave you the number 4. Or is it number 4 after introduction story? But eventually you kept this one. You said he did online. You are from the East though. You are from the East. You did online introduction. You're from the eastern part of Nigeria. He's also from the eastern part of Nigeria. But you guys did online introduction, which is okay, right? Is it not just introduction? And afterwards, story. Ebere told family members, no, don't do anything. God will judge him. You are stupid. And you are here saying, hey, what nonsense is this? The reason I'm talking this way is because the damage is done already. There is no need for empathy. Meaning we don't need to start painting what does not need paint. What will wash away? There's nothing. If you did that and you already have a little boy now for him, what do we have to start pampering you and say, hey, sorry, oh. No, sorry cannot solve this. We have to apply logic, common sense to it. Because there are women, younger ladies, girls, how they're listening to you. So they need to understand. Some people are going through the same. They need to understand. We cannot handle it with kid gloves. You have to let them know. If you go through this pathway, this is what is going to happen to you. If you like, say, hey, my friend that did with one pastor, he married her. She's now driving big SUV. You're on your own. Look at it. So our story is pathetic anyway. Empathy and all of that. Of course, Chris Okafor, this story that has been presented is unbelievable. But I know there are 2 sides to it. The day you knelt down in your church and you said they should forgive you, all the women and even the Doris Ogala, and you are going to do restitution. They say, Chris, you are not ready to restitute anything. Rather, you are looking for people to kick out, people to unalive. They say you guys operate this thing called the mafia in the body of the beast, not body of Christ. They say you guys operate a lot of, as in you guys are deadly. You guys are deadly. Anything that will stop you from what you are doing, you are ready to unalive the person. With this that is happening now, I hope and I wish and I hope and I wish and I don't pray. If you guys don't stop, as long as bandits, terrorists can come into a church and all alive people and nothing happens, meaning there is no thunder from the cross of that, Italian Jesus That one that is, and didn't strike the bandit. If you guys are not careful, it will get to a point. People will be so upset, so frustrated. They will come into the church while you are preaching, doing deliverance, and they will make your life longer. Let me not say the opposite. They will make your life longer if you guys are not careful with this thing that is ongoing. Our story is pathetic. It's a story of a foolish young girl. I don't want to use the word naive. Let's use the truth. Foolish young girl. Pain 1, pain 2, pain 3, pain 4. You are not normal. I mean, 3 pain. Pain 1, okay, I don't know. Pain 2, a mistake. Pain 3, pain 4. The man already knows that you're a fool. And coming to the marriage that Chris Okafor did, the story we heard is that he got the lady pregnant. The parents are well connected. They get small money. They say they will not agree. They will not allow, and he married the girl by force because they know the story of this person, and he knows that they have a longer reach. Now you can now see how life is. The same father of the lady that Chris Okafor got married to knows these people, knows about the Bere story. You heard what the sister said, and she is angry, saying, and the furthest of it is this: do you know that all through this thing that has happened, she's still a member of the church? I'm talking of the sister of Ebere. It's so funny how people operate, like, I got upset and I said, and now she says she's angry. Why did you allow your daughter to marry Chris Okafor, even though you know what Chris did to my own sister? That's the story of our life. That is the story of this life. That is the reality of life. I don't want to say much. I don't know what you guys think of it all. Ebere, I have empathy for you, but I had to handle it that way first. I have huge, big empathy for you for what transpired. Is it spiritual? Is it that you just acted the way you acted, naively, like you said, hurting your life, your everything, causing yourself pain, anguish, and sorrow? But please, do not just come to cry and talk. Have a platform where you will advise young people on the dangers of availing themselves to anybody, particularly pastors, prophets, etc. Make sure that you do things clear and open. If you like me, you want me, let the church know, let my pastor, my parents rather, let them know.